Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Alrighty. Saturday. It's 6:21. 65 degrees outside. No wind today. So how's everybody doing here? Well, time to go to work. Alrighty. Alright, we got one like. I don't see anybody in here. One person in the chat. (6:22), 64 degrees outside. Summer is coming. In the 90s today. It's gonna be in the 90s. So summer is here. I'm glad that my AC is finally done. Man, it's so cold in my house now. Compared to the other one, man, it's like big difference. Alrighty. Sun's barely creeping out here. I hate it this time. You know, the sun keeps moving more to the left, but right now it's like almost in my eyeball. It gets pretty bright. So how's everybody doing? Who's in here? Well, can't see anybody in here. They probably just came in, hit the like and left. Well, here we go. Let's go to work. Let's see. Well, yeah, so the AC guy, he finally finished it yesterday. Well, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Yesterday he came by and finished picking up the old unit. So it's all pretty much done now. Yeah, he gave me a 10-year warranty on the air conditioning, 5 years on the parts, and 2 years on the labor. And then he threw in a free service for next year, for the summer. Yo, whoever's in here, morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I'm driving, so I can't really see the chat. I'll read it when I get to work. So I'll be on here probably about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. You know, get behind them semis or them fast-moving tractors. You know. So how's everybody doing this morning? Yeah, it's kind of hazy out there, but yeah, it's gonna be a hot one today. Gonna be in the 90s. The only good thing about here, the heat is usually pretty much a dry heat. Once in a while we got humidity heat that's really bad. That's when your AC starts really working, you know. It's like working so hard. It's pumping all that humidity out of the house. You get all that heat, that humidity. You know, you see all that water dripping out. But no, it's pretty good. The heat is just hot. But around here, you pretty much live on air conditioning. You go from air conditioning house to air conditioning car to air conditioning stores. I mean, my wife, I remember she used to, because she hates the heat. And every summer she'd always say, well, that's it. She's like, she would say like the bears, you know, hibernation. That's it. I ain't coming out. It's like, I'm not coming out till after Halloween, which is pretty much how it is here. And Halloween, right after Halloween, it starts getting, even that night, the night of Halloween, it's usually nice and fresh. Sometimes it even rains. Sometimes it's like real cold, windy, you know. Welcome everybody to coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Check out some of my videos. I got different kind of videos. I got insects. I got spiders. I got vacation videos. You know, when we went to the Grand Canyon. Went to this one park called Bearzona. Well, here's the part of the freeway I always hit that I start losing signal here, so we'll see how it goes today. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and but I'll still be here. Don't go away. So yeah, so I got vacation videos. I've got you know, all kinds of different kind of videos, you know. And then I subscribe to all kinds of channels. If you want to check out my channel list, go check out the channel list. We got fishing channels. We got magnet fishing channels. We got growing, you know, channels that help you grow your channel. Like James Gype. He's a good channel if you want to check him out. You got Like Father, Like Son. He's a good to grow. You got AAP. That's another great channel to help you grow your channel. And they have a lot of fun there. All these channels, they're really fun. You know, they don't just, you know, so go check them out. Then I got reptile channels, people with reptiles, food channels, just bloggers, paranormal channels. What else? I'm trying to think here. Got also some gamers. Yeah, guys that play video games. I got people from all over the country, the Philippines, Indonesia, Brazil. Let's see what else. Where else? U.S., Canada. But you know, check out all those channels. There's a lot of good channels. And so like I was saying, yeah. So the AC guy, he finished it. It's good. Now I can, you know, relax. Don't worry about the AC going out this summer. Because I mean, I was afraid it was going to go out because I mean that AC this August it would have been 26 years old. You know, I mean, I've replaced certain parts from it. You know, the fan on the outside, the fan on the inside, the thing that freezes on the inside. You know, to cool the house down. You know, where the Freon is. The only thing that was original was the compressor. You know, so that was the only thing. But I mean, that air conditioning, you know, but then it's been using a lot of electricity the last couple of years, you know, about I'd say of the last 5 years, it really got to the point. And then I had to replace another part. It was like where all the electrical parts go to. Yeah, that on the old unit. That I mean, it was $180 just for that part. With him installing it and everything. Well, no, actually, that was the part only. $180 plus the labor, but it wasn't that bad. I think it came out to about 210 when he replaced that. But I mean, that part alone was using up electricity because when it started failing, my electric bill went up $100 for that month. It was crazy. It just went, because I checked the amount that it did last, the year before, and that was about the difference, $100. So you got to keep up your air conditioning, everybody. If you have air conditioning, you got to keep up them filters. So I know some filters get expensive, but that's gonna save your unit. The more you keep your unit clean and serviced, at least service it once a year. I mean, I in those 26 years, I mean, I didn't really service my unit that often. I think I mean, I would change the filters. Yeah, I would always change the filters, but then I never, had the AC guy come in and do any service until one time when it started, it was starting to not work good and the air. That was when the first time it was leaking. It leaked the Freon. So then I had to get an AC guy come out, and he goes, yeah, he goes, it's he tried to fix he kind of fixed it where he could see, because there's parts where you can't really see the holes of the where the Freon is leaking. So he can only do as much as he can, and it helped, but then like in about another year and a half, almost 2 years, it started messing up again. It was because, and then he checked it out, and he goes, that coil, that freezes to make the air cold. It was all rusted out, you know. So I think part of it was my fault because I didn't service it, So that part that was like $700 at one time. So it came out to like about, I think, like 800 or something for that service. And so he replaced the whole coil, and then he serviced it and everything. But then there's some companies, man, they overcharge, on the service. They're like, oh well, we have to go see what's wrong with it. That'll be like about $80, $90. I'm like, what? I know what's wrong with it. It needs Freon. Oh, but we have to check it. I'm like, it's just pretty much kind of like when you call a plumber. You call a plumber because your drain is clogged, and then he comes in and then, that'll be $70 to tell you, yeah, oh yeah, it's clogged. You want me to unclog it now? So then this guy, he came out because I couldn't get a hold of my regular guy, the one that just did my AC. Because he usually would charge me like $70. At first it was like $60, but everything goes up. So he would charge me $70, but he would check it out completely. Of course, Freon is extra, but then he would, wash out the unit, clean everything up, everything. This other company, it's $90 to tell me what I already know what's wrong with it. And then he goes, okay, well, do you want me to put Freon in it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be another so much plus however many pounds of Freon you got to pump in. So the whole thing cost about $220. With what the other guy would have cost me maybe $90 to completely service it, and then whatever extra, or like 100, maybe 100 and 160, But no, this other company, they want to gouge you. because there's so only so many companies out there, and of course they're all going to charge so much, you know. And then like I was talking to my AC guy, he's real good, but he's all like, yeah, he goes, I can't really lower the price so much because when I do, then I don't get no business because then they don't trust you. Which is, I guess, I mean, the reason I found out about him is because he did my mother-in-law's AC, and so it was through a program, like low income housing. Like if they have a program like with people that senior citizens, they can't afford an AC, so they have a program and they pay for some of the air conditioning's replacement. So like say it costs about 5,000 to replace a whole unit. They pretty much they pretty much replace replace it for about 3,000, and then the government gives them the rest, which is a good program. Well, so I learned about him, and then I started, I told him, hey, how much do you charge to service my AC? So he started servicing my AC, and he's been doing it for over 10 years at least, and he's always pretty much taking care of me, whenever I need something. He pretty much, whatever the part plus labor, and then, so I'm like, always recommend him, But he was telling me, he goes, yeah, he goes, I if I go too high, they won't hire me. If I go too low, they won't hire me. So I kind of go a little bit higher than in the middle. He goes, like right now I think he's charging like $89 to come out, check out your AC, tell you what's wrong with it, clean it out, wash off all the coils and clean it out real good, and then if you need Freon, of course, add Freon to it. So I'm like, hey, well, that's good. So then, so the AC guy, he's taking care of me. And there was something else I was trying to remember. Yeah, so he gets kind of busy. So one time, I call him, and that's when I had that other guy come out, and I was like, ah. Oh, so then also, like the drain, hello, good morning, welcome. So then one time we went on vacation. Well, I mean, not vacation. We went away for like a weekend, like 3 days. Whenever I get a chance, take days off, because I do security, but the company, they don't pay no vacation. Sick leave, they give you 3 days a year, just because California law. I think now it's all basically the whole U.S. No matter where you work at, you at least get 3 days off sick pay. Yeah, wow. And then when that thing was going around, it's still going around, but it's supposedly gone. They would give you, the government was paying 2 weeks, if you got sick. But now, now if you get sick, it's like you get 3 days. That's it. The rest, hey, it's on your own. So you gotta be careful. Stay away from everybody. You don't wanna get sick. Because I can't afford to get sick. Everything going up. Yeah, I put gas Thursday. I put gas. Gas went down a little bit. It's down to about 5.35, I think. But they're gonna go back up again. They're just, you got Easter vacation coming here. So people are going, oh, hey, the gas went down. Let's go take a drive somewhere. Yeah, as soon as you go somewhere, and then on the way back, they're gonna get you because they're gonna raise the gas is gonna go up. And there it goes, gonna get their money, you know. But yeah, I mean now and then he removed the because it was a split unit, so the heating part was inside and the cooling, but the compressor was out on the outside of the mobile home. And so now I got this big, almost like a walk-in closet in my laundry room. So I gotta fix that up, clean it up, and paint it. Put some shelving in there. It's like about 24 inches deep and about 24 inches wide. But the entrance is only 20. Is only like 20 inches. The entrance of the closet is only like 20 inches wide. So I gotta find something that can sneak in and maybe turn a little bit. I'll see. Get a cabinet put in there so I can put stuff in there. Any like tools or whatever. Because I had a shelf in there in the laundry room, so I had to take the shelving out so the guy had access in there, and then he put the grill on the floor, big grill. Now all the airflow goes out really good, the hot air. So it sucks out all the hot air real quick. So, it doesn't take like an hour or 2 hours to, less than 30 minutes, it's already, the temperature's like boom, right where it's supposed to be, and it'll keep it there, real quick, just click on a couple of minutes. I mean, and then now everything's outside, so I don't even hear anything. It's much quieter because I used to always know when the air conditioner would come on because it would you could hear the fan like and then it would start blowing air. I mean, this one I can't even hear it. It's all outside, I mean, the thing is the unit is huge, but it's so quiet. It's such a quiet running unit. I mean, I can even hear my neighbor that's on one side of me, that unit that they got. It's not even the size of mine. It's like half the size, and it's so noisy. I mean, that thing makes so much noise. It's like woo, woo, woo. And I mean, I don't know how much they paid, but I mean, when they first put it in, they had so many problems with it. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, so it was like Jesus, they, because there's some units that they put in and they're not that good. This one this unit that he bought, it's called or I think it's the brand is Remy. I think he said it was Reem or Remy or something like that. And it's been around for years. A lot of commercial businesses used it. Back in the day, like in the 70s, cars like your Chryslers, your Chrysler New Yorkers, the Cadillacs and all that. They usually had the compressors that were in those it was York compressors. And they're still out there, and they still make air conditioning. They even make air conditioning because I asked my AC guy, hey, what kind of system is in that? Neighbors, he goes, oh, that's a York. And I go, oh, okay. And I go, yeah, it's a good brand. I mean, back in the day, it's just like everything, like TVs. Back in the day, RCA was the brand. Now it's Sony. And Sony makes a bunch of different companies, little companies, you got the Sony, which are the expensive ones, you're talking about $10,000, for a damn TV, or, and then you got the little, the off brands that they make, and those, they're a little more reasonable. But, yeah, so the AC, then my brother, he's a contractor, he doesn't do air conditioning, but he works in a lot of houses and stuff like that. And I told him that brand. He goes, oh yeah, that's a well-known brand, for air conditioning, So he goes, yeah, it's really good, you know, that's covered, you know, it gives you good warranty and everything, you know. But yeah, so I'm glad now I'm gonna be freezing at home with the AC. I mean, back when mine was originally, you know, my highest bill back then, you know, like 26 years ago, it was like 160 a month. And my wife, she used to freeze us. I mean, we used to be freezing in the house. I mean, in summertime, we had to wear sweats inside. I mean, because it was so cold, you know, like wearing sweatpants to go to sleep because it's so damn cold inside the house. I go look at the temperature and like, oh my god, and would have to put it back up because she would have it at 69. I'm like, oh my god, you know, you're crazy. Now, you know, you know, I'm in my 60s, you know, hey, you know, and you know, and when you're big, you know, you got all that insulation. But now, you know, I lost some weight. She lost weight. She lost all kinds of weight. You know, we were all both over 300 pounds. You know, I'm at about 268. She's even under 200 pounds. So she, you know, she's like, now she's cold. You know, oh, like put the air conditioner. You know, we have the air conditioning at 77, and we're freezing, man. I had to close the vent last night because I have a vent in my bathroom, my master bathroom, and then in my bedroom, another vent. You know, so I just had the vent in my room on open because the bathroom. I said, oh man, it was getting so cold in the house. I'm like, I gotta close this vent. You know, because now, you know, it's like freezing. So that's good. It works. I mean, the temperature from the vent coming out in the old one, it was only like 60. This one, it's like 48, like 48, 50, 50 something. You know, so it was like, oh man, it's get away from that truck, man. He's gonna be a slow guy. Yeah, so I'm glad about that. Yeah, and then I got a package. I don't know if anybody watched my live the other day. I went to the post office and got a package. So I gotta do an unpackaging. I haven't got a chance to do it. I was gonna do it the other day, but then the AC guy, he was there, and there was all kinds of noise in my house, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do a live, and then you're gonna be hearing like brr, brr, ah, all this noise. That would have been crazy. So I said, I'll just, you know, I'll probably do it maybe when I get home from work, you know, either today or tomorrow. But I gotta do a live. I probably won't be on there that long. Just, you know, see how many people get on there, and then do it a live, you know, for the unpackaging of that package I got. And then I got some other packages coming too. See how when I get those. I got a package coming from the UK. I think that's a sticker package. I don't know what other stuff they're gonna put in it. I'll see when it gets here. And then I got another one coming from Canada that I won on another live. That was from the Like Father Like Son. I got a package from them coming. Then recently I got another package from welcome. I got another package from AAP. I don't know what I want on there because I was kind of busy. I was doing something in the kitchen, but then I had on the TV running. You know, I was listening to it, and then I heard my name called. I'm like, oh shoot! So you know, they go, "Are you here? Are you here?" So I went over and I answered, and they go, "Oh yeah, you're here." So because you know you have to be there, you know, in order to win it. You know, so. unless you're a member, because they also have membership. If you're a member, then you're locked in. You don't have to worry about being. As long as you go in and say, I'm here. Like, and then you could go do whatever you have to do, and then you're guaranteed. If you win, you win, which is good. And I believe Like Father, Like Son does the same thing. Yeah, look at this guy. He's like head-on collision here. Damn it! Come on. Okay. Jesus. People, they wanna pass other these semis, and yeah, I got enough room. No, you don't. Stay in your lane. Two lane highway. Yeah. So I got that coming. Let me see, and then I because I've won stuff from Kurtwood. I've won stuff from the Iron Dog Show. I've won stuff from My Animal House with Justin and Trisha. I've won some from recently. The last one that I had won was from Keys. That's Keys Constrictors with Terry and Terry and Keisha. So I mean, you have a lot of fun on these shows. I just go and get entertained. And then there's a lot of other entertaining shows. Fishing. Magnet fishing. There's this one guy I was watching him. He goes out there fishing. His name is Mr. Parker, and his wife. She usually, because this guy, he's actually legally blind. He's not even. He doesn't drive anymore, and he has a boat. He has a boat. One of those pontoon boats, and he goes out in lakes and rivers. And he was out there the other day. He was out there, because his wife, usually goes with him. This time, she didn't go because she's usually the one that reads the chat. Tells him what it says. And she's out there fishing with him too. But one day, watching him, and he's all like, he was all, he's with some other guys, but then these other guys, they're just there, and he's fishing, but they're not filming and they're not reading the chat for him, so he kind of like goes and kind of tries to read the chat, but it's, he's all like, yeah, he goes, I can't read the damn thing, and then he's over there because his wife is on the chat once in a while, and then he's all, where are you? I need you here. You need to read the chat. You're letting people down. He's all like, and then she's all telling him on the phone, because he has. It's so funny because he calls her, but he doesn't tell her that he's on. He has her on speaker on live, and he's all, and kind of, they're arguing, but they've been together for a long, long time, kind of like me and my wife, we've been together for so long, you call it arguing, and then his wife, don't be yelling at me. He's all, I'm not yelling at you. That's the way I talk, and this and that, and yeah, it's hilarious. And then so then he goes on another fishing trip, because she's all, oh, well, you can't, because he was coughing a lot, and he goes, oh, you better go home, because you don't sound good. And he goes, you don't want to, because then you might not be able to go on your fishing trip. She kept telling him. And he's all, oh, no, I'm going to go on my fishing trip. I'm going to go on my fishing trip no matter what. So he's all, let's go home. So, they went home. He did catch a couple of fish. And then his wife, they left. And then so then this other fishing trip he was going to take off, he was going to go fishing with these two guys, taking out his boat on the lake or a river. I forget where it is, where they're at. I don't know if it might be a lake or a river. I forget. But I'm watching him, and then he's all like, this gentleman, he can't see, and then yet he's driving the boat, And then the guys are kind of telling them, where to go. I mean, there's not a lot of traffic where they're at, so at least they're not going to hit somebody. You know, but then his wife's on the chat and she's all like, "He's not supposed to be driving that boat. He can't see, and all this," and telling telling the people that are with him, and then so because they're reading, they're helping him read the chat. Yeah, and she's all like, "Yeah, she's saying that you're not supposed to be, you're not supposed to be on driving the boat, this so that he's all like, oh, she's on me. Don't be driving the boat, because yeah, he's like going like they're going between a bridge. They got beams, and then the guys are telling, hey, go over that way. And then there was another boat coming. He goes, hey, well, just put it on neutral, stop right here, because there was another boat coming, and he just let him go by, And then they were like maneuvering under there, because they were throwing a net to get some bait, get some live bait, out of the place, So they went to a certain area, pretty close to where there was like these, like a pole, like almost like a telephone pole in the water or something. And then the bridge, the pillars, So they, he maneuvered pretty good, And he's legally blind, he could probably see, shadows and stuff like that. And he wears these reading glasses, that like probably like magnifying glasses, so he can kind of, but he still shouldn't be driving, But yeah, I mean, this guy's it's real REEL, real fishing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. That's the name of his channel. You can find him in my list there. But yeah, I mean, that guy's really entertaining. I used to fish, go fishing with my cousin a lot when I was younger. But I mean, I'm 60 years old, and I think the last time I went fishing was probably close to a little bit under 30 years old. 30 years. The last time I went fishing. My oldest son, he's gonna be 36. So yeah, maybe like 20. Let's see, 20. My youngest son is 26. He's gonna be 26. I'd say maybe 24 years. I haven't gone fishing. The last time, I still have some fishing poles, but I don't buy anything expensive. I mean, I got some cheap, one cheap and another one, I might have paid maybe $60 for a fishing pole and reels. They're not. I mean, I'm not one of those expert fishermen. I've caught a bass. I've got some catfish. Nothing big. But yeah, I mean, I think I'll probably go do that again, But I mean, I don't even know how much a fishing license costs anymore. I mean, back when I used to go fishing, I mean, you'd pay maybe this was back in the 70s, 80s, and then 90s. They were like 30. I think maybe for a whole year. I think you paid like $20, $30. I don't know. I forget. But then it only covers so many. Because I mean, there is some fishing license, where you can fish, no matter, because there's certain fish you can't catch without a special license, But there's, they give you the basic one where you can catch, bass, catfish, tilapia, and and then also they have here in the canals they have also. There's certain kind of carbs that you can get out, and there's some you can't because they put them in the canals to maintain the algae and all the vegetation because they eat everything that's green, you know. So, and then anyways, even a lot of people don't like catching carp because they say they have a lot of bones in them. You know, too many bones. You know, and especially the little bones. You know, so you got to be real careful when you eat it. And there was they say I remember hearing this guy. He used to go fishing when I was younger, and he goes, yeah, he goes, you want to catch carp, you know. He used to use corn, you know. He would buy, you know, a can of corn, like corn on the cob, but it's, you know, in a can, you know, the kernels, you know. And he used to fish, you know. He used to put them on his hook, and he would catch carp. He said with that, but I think it's illegal, you know. There's certain laws, you know. You can't use certain things, you know. You know, like I think you can't even use bread. A lot of people, well, not bread, but they use like dough. You know, like when you like for tortillas, or you're not allowed to eat that. You know, buy that. You know, you can buy earthworms. You know, live bait. You know, crickets. You know, stuff like that. You know. But yeah, they're like, oh no, you can't, you know, you have to. If the fishing guy goes out there, you know, there's not that many fishing. More. When I've gone fishing all the time, I've never have had. I mean, in the years that I fished, never had a guy come, you know, ranger, come and go, hey, you know, let me see your license, you know, for fishing. But you know, you here in California, you have to be wearing your fishing license. You know, you got to wear your fishing license. It's in a little sleeve, you know, and you wear it. You wear it on your clothes, you know, on your shirt. You know, you got to wear it. You got to wear it on your right here, like on your shirt. You know. So that way, the guy doesn't even have to walk up. You know, he could double check. You know, but I mean, usually, you know, people are like, oh, oh, I can see the, you know, you can see the thing because you're supposed to put your license in there. It's in a plastic zip thing. Make it waterproof. That way, if it falls in the water, it's not going to mess up. But yeah, so you get a sticker, you know, every time you go renew it. But I mean, I haven't gotten a fishing license. I don't know how much it is now. I don't know if it's 60. I think just a real basic one. I think it's. I mean, because I think you have to buy it's like $50 or $60. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's for at least it's for a whole year. You know, where these dogs here, stray dogs, a pack of dogs, 4 of them. Yeah, so then I haven't gone fishing in a while. So you know, I used to take my older son fishing when he was younger. You know, and the crazy thing is, okay, I don't know how to swim. He didn't know how to swim. So you know, and we're over there fishing in canals. You know, I mean, they're dangerous if you get too close. So you know, we always make sure, you know, if wherever you're gonna step, you know, there's a lot of rocks or something, it's not moving. You know, you don't want to step on a bank that's like, you know, gonna fall, slide in, you know, and end up drowning, you know, because they have found people drown in these canals out here. You know, people drown. You know, they fall in, and you know, the water looks real calm, as they say, on the top, and underneath the current's like, you know, real strong. If you don't, in fact, where there's a bridge in some in one of the towns here where these kids used to jump in and go swimming in the canal, and these kids, they know how to swim, but they jumped into the canal, and one of them got pulled under and he never came back out. I think they finally did, like a month later, they found his body, but it was like way down the canal somewhere. You know, it was like, I mean, dang. And they even had a fence, they have signs there. No, don't go swimming in the canal, because you're gonna end up dying, from drowning. People, they don't listen. They 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 think, I can swim. Yeah, but even a good swimmer, them currents under the water, they get crazy. You know, like you got currents like in the ocean, but here you got the currents, going there. You don't see how strong it is, and it's gonna pull you under. You're gonna end up dying. But yeah, so you gotta be careful if you go into those canals. Let's see who's in the chat here. Let's see here. Let's see who came in the chat here. Otto, hey, how's it going? Shadow, Orthdale, Fishing, Anthony, Myron. She stole my thunder. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, so thanks everybody for dropping in and hitting that like button. Everybody, don't forget to check out all the channels that I subscribe to. Maybe you'll find a channel there you like. Got a variety of different channels from different countries. Take a look at them. Thanks a lot, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for coming in and spending some time here. God bless everybody. And, as Keith says, call your mama, tell her you love her, because you don't know how long you're going to have her. So, God bless everybody. Goodbye. Till next time. Bye, everybody.